I'm sure the question you're asking yourself at the moment is, Kyle, why did you just show me a clip of a Blockbuster store that is going out of business? The reason I did that is because the topic I want to talk about today is, will e-readers do the same thing to bookstores that Netflix did to Blockbuster, which is basically run them out of business? In my opinion, yes, that is going to happen, and I'm terrified that it's going to happen because in my opinion, that is a very bad thing. First off, let me state, I don't personally have an e-reader. I really have no desire to get an e-reader. But on the reverse side, I really don't think e-readers are necessarily an evil invention. In the long run, I think they're good, because anything that really encourages people to read more, I think is a great thing. What I'm terrified is going to happen, though, is they're going to run bookstores out of business. I'm sure most people know retail stores have a very thin profit margin. So anytime a new technology comes along and basically encourages people to buy the product that store was selling through online sources, it's really bad news for that retail store. The reason I'm so concerned about bookstores going out of business is that I do believe a certain positive part of the reading experience will be lost if we just completely switch over to e-readers and bookstores go out of business. To kind of explain why I think this, I need to give you an example. Imagine you're going to buy a book, and you go to a Walmart or a Target, and you go to their book section. Yes, they sell some books, but they really just sell the New York Times bestsellers, the books you've already heard of. On the reverse side, go to your local Barnes & Noble or your local independent bookstore. There you're going to find countless books you've never heard of. Go through the shelf, you'll pull a book off the shelf, you'll look at the back cover, you'll flip through it, and it'll sound interesting, you'll take it home, and you'll love it. And you've discovered a hidden gem that until you walked in that bookstore, you had never heard of. Well, what's going to happen with e-readers with that? You're not going to know to find that hidden gem that you did not know existed when you're looking through it online. Typically when I do stuff online, it's when I'm buying a product that I already know what I want specifically. When I know there's a book I want, and it's maybe a little hard to get from the bookstore, that's when I ordered that book online. That book I've never heard of, I would never know to go to Amazon and order that, or if I had an e-reader, order it from my e-reader. And that's why I'm afraid that's really we're going to lose when e-readers run bookstores out of businesses. What's going to happen to all those authors that you've never really heard of, and they're great works that you've never heard of until you see it on the bookshelf? How are you going to discover those books? I'm just terrified that's a part of the reading experience we're really going to lose in the e-reader versus bookstore battle. I hope I'm wrong. I hope bookstores find a way to coexist with e-readers, but I'm afraid it's just not going to happen. So with that little rant and tirade out of the way, there's a couple of other little items of business I need to take care of. First, my nerdy pleasure of the week is reading the new Star Wars book, Fate of the Jedi, Apocalypse. This is definitely a nerdy pleasure. Just started it, so I'm hoping it'll be great. Secondly, I am supposed to pose a question to the other members of this channel, which they'll answer in their videos next week. So my question is related to the TV series The Big Bang Theory. Which character on the show do you most relate to, and why? Look forward to hearing your responses. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Holly, I will see you tomorrow.